Nick M, do you think there will be a new core team of Avengers like the original six, and who would you want to see be the leader of the new Avengers? That's like that. I think like that question right there, I think is somewhat at the core of some of my issues with Phase 4 and the MCU in general right now. I look at what we got in Phase 4, and they gave us all these new characters, new plot threads, but I don't know who my core people are. There's is Moon Knight just this thing that's over here that's going to do a season or two on his own, or does he tie into anything? I don't know who really are those key figures. There's not an obvious the star of the MCU now. Like, I don't know who exactly that is. I don't get a good vibe for that. And you even look at it and you go, we're getting a team-up movie this phase. Thunderbolts. It's not even that. It just starts to feel real scattered and unfocused when you don't have that thing that kind of pulls it together in the way that's what we've done before. We pulled it together to give us that core. And even the way they designed Endgame was to make sure that we were spending time with that core again, because they meant so much. We knew really who we're getting invested in, the relationships we're getting invested in, and we don't have that. Like Steve and Tony breaking up, you felt that because it mattered that they came together, and we don't have those bonds being formed like they did before. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like we're going to have that set core team, because they haven't done anything to pull that together. There's plot threads, there's people, there's this could be Young Avengers, this could be Thunderbolts, this could be a lot of that, but it's not really obvious who the leader would be and who the team would be. There's just a lot of potential different teams. Look at who we have right now. Be a leader? Inherently our Captain America's our lead, so Sam, but they haven't set him up as a leader yet. So that's just a guess based off of that's what Captain Americas normally are. Who would be our star? The way that Tony was if Steve's the leader and Tony's the star and just the pure charisma that lights everything up, makes everything interesting. We don't have a replacement for Robert Downey Jr. in the MCU right now. Not even close. And I think that some of that's kind of where the feeling, the lack of focus, that lack of urgency, there's a certain lack of excitement because they haven't. We lost the leader of our Avengers. We lost the star of the MCU, and they haven't brought something forward that's the replacement. There's characters I like. There's actors that I like. There's a lot of things that was cool. I liked that, but nothing as exciting as Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And that's sometimes the problem you run into when you just have such brilliant, perfect lining up of a character and a performer at the right moment in their career to just do something really special. It doesn't feel like we got that again in Phase 4. It's a lightning in a bottle. There's a lot of lightning in bottles going on 10, 12 years ago in the MCU. So I don't know what the team will be. I don't know who the leader will be. And that's kind of, once again, at the core of my frustration. I don't know, and I would like to know. I would like to. Completing a whole phase with as much content in the phase as Phase 4 had, I feel like I should have a better idea of things like that I have.